Welcome to this presentation. In this video, we will start discussion on overall plot plan. In last video, we have discussed process interface with piping. We have discussed all these 5 points where piping is interacting with process right from starting of the project. Okay, so let's start discussion on overall plot plan. So in this video, we will cover all these topics. What is overall plot plan, why it is required, stages of overall plot plan, content of overall plot plan, guidelines for development of overall plot plan, then inputs required for development, and use of this overall plot plan. That means input for other activities and documents. So this is the total agenda of this video. So first one is what is overall plot plan and why it is required. If you see, the overall plot plan is a document which represents in a simplified manner all plant units in a factory. Okay, so we are having a one document where all the units are located in a single very simplified manner. It gives the overall view of the plot, showing relative location of various units, utility areas, storage areas, effluent ponds, waste disposal area, non-plant buildings, service units, pipe rack, roads, railway overhead, electrical, future expansion, provision, and plant boundaries. So everything is shown in a single document. It is called overall plot plan. It also gives geographical orientation of the plant and wind direction. Generally, we take scale of 1 by 2500 or 1 by 2 and 2000, 1 by 1000 or 1 by 500 based on the size of the and number of the units. In drawing size, we take A0 or A1. Okay, so this is the definition of overall plot plan. This is nothing but a simplified manner where we show all the plant units in a single location. So in this slide, we'll discuss all the stages of overall plot plan goes through. Okay, the first one is the proposal stage where the plot plan is optimized to get the economical results so that we can bid and get the project. Then in feed stage, it again gets refined and major developments are done during detail engineering stage. If you see in detail engineering stage also, it goes through 3 stages. In the starting, it is issued for review and for approval. Okay, based on process data and mechanical data, the preliminary plot plan is developed and that is shared with client and PMC for their review and approval. Once it is once the approval is received, then only further design activities are carried out. Once later on we start getting final vendor drawings and process pin IDs, then we keep on freezing so many things in a plot plan. So we issue it for design. Then again it goes for approval to client as well as PMC. Once they approve it, then further design phase takes place. At the last, when all vendor drawings are available and 3D model is developed, okay, all piping is done. Based on that, all equipment locations are freezed. Then this overall plot plan is issued for construction. Okay, so these are the stages which a plot plan goes through. Then let us look at what is the content which we need to show in any overall plot plan. Okay, so if you see the relative location of process and utility block, this is the major thing which is covered in overall plot plan. And overall plot size and unit plot sizes. So sizes and number of blocks we show in overall plot plan. The next one is major roads. Road layout is always there in overall plot plan, so we can understand how all blocks or units are connected with each other. Non-plant building locations and its space and access requirements. So other than process plant, we have admin building, canteen, warehouses, everything is shown in overall plot plan along with location and its spacing requirements, and everything is there in overall plot plan. Then to start developing overall plan, we have to fix some data point and coordinate system, plant elevation, then geographical node and plant node both are shown. Wind direction we show, electrical instrument building like substation, common room, laboratory, everything is shown in overall plot plan. Then rack profile in OSB pipeline is also shown. Sometimes it is in kilometers. So overall plot plan is the best document where we can see all the pipe rack, determination of battery limits, inter-unit spacing requirement as per local or international authorities, codes and standards requirements. So all these things are taken care, then only overall plot plan is developed. It is showing all these things. Okay, so these are the things which are shown in any of the overall plot plan. So let us look at guidelines for development of overall plot plan. So first of all, process sequence. This is a major criteria. This is a major factor which decides the location of blocks, process units. So we need to understand process sequence, and only we can develop a overall plot plan. Then second one is safety distances. Okay, inter distances between facilities. Whether these are process units or buildings, we need to keep specific spacing we need to maintain spacing requirement given by the client, licensor or project guideline. Okay, so according to that only interspacing is decided. Road and access way. Road access from two sides of each plant section for firefighting. Avoid dead ends. These are the general guidelines which we need to follow while developing an overall plot plan. Road access should be there. Dead end should not be there. Road width and clearance as per project specs. Example, road width is 6 meter for main road and 4 meter for secondary road, we can say. Clearance above road 6 meter on main road and 4 meter secondary roads. Okay, so width and clearances we need to follow as per specifications. Space requirement of facility along road. We need to finalize the spacing requirements along the road. In that space, we route fire water, cooling water, stormwater trench, electrical instrument cables. So, considering these things, we need to allocate proper space along the route. Wind direction, location of ignition source, upstream of potential leak source. Okay. We need to locate all these unit blocks, process units based on wind direction. Okay, the fire should not transfer from one point to another. Example, flare header should be upstream. Flare header should be upstream. So in flare unit, if you see there is a stack where fire is there, so that is a source of fire that should be upstream. Okay, the fire should not transfer to any of the other units. Grade level. Process plan to be at higher location with respect to storage area if site has a different grade levels, because suppose there is one process unit and another is a storage unit. We have to connect these two units through some piping. So if elevation difference is there, then we can get a natural gravity flow. So always we try to locate storage area at a lower elevation. Okay, so we will continue these guidelines for development of overall plot plan. Erection and maintenance requirements. Erection method of all large size equipment to be considered. For example, tower, reactor, heater, major maintenance requirement like crane access, we need to consider. Here, suppose you are locating a tower, okay, and we have to take care. If we always prefer if we have two side access so that two cranes can be there and they can easily erect the tower. Future expansion, we need to discuss with client whether they're planning for some future expansion or not, future what kind of facilities they are expecting. So those kind of things we need to mention in overall plot plan also. Main power receiving station should be close to fence. It should be minimum overhead transmission lines. Okay, this is a safety hazard issue, so we need to take care of this also. Loading and unloading facility, truck movement, railroading. Okay, so all these things are shown in overall plot plan, and we need to take care while developing the overall plot plan. So let us see what are the inputs required for development of this document. Client's plot plan showing battery limit, location and means of feed inlet. Product outlet, future expansion. We need to understand from where the feed is coming, okay, where the output product will go, and what are the future expansion plans. Then design basis, plant layout specification, contract documents specifying future expansion requirement, atmospheric condition, non-plant facilities like admin building, canteen, workshop, etc. We need to have all these information in advance. Contour survey map showing grade elevation. These surveys are done at very initial stage of the project and we get the grade elevation. Based on that, we fix the unit elevations. Okay, accordingly, we decide further design activities. Licensors preliminary layout showing overall process unit size. Unit block diagram, PFDs if available, package unit specs with overall sizes, installation and construction plan. We need to understand how construction activities will be taking place in future. Based on that only, we need to plan our road layout, road width, road clearance. So all these things, all these inputs we require at this stage of when we start developing of overall plot plan. Then only we can go ahead. Then we need to understand codes requirement, regulation for safety measures. All these things we need to cover while developing the road plot plan. Okay, once we receive all these things, then only we can develop the overall plot plan. So here we will discuss how this overall plot plan is used. I mean, once this is available, how other disciplines are using this document. For piping itself, it is used to develop unit plot plan. We will discuss separately in detail how plot plan is developed, but this is the basic document to develop the unit plot plan. This is required to civil also, grading and drainage arrangement, road arrangement, non-plant building sizes and location. So civil can finalize all these three things based on overall plot plan. Okay, electrical will be using this overall plot plan to decide cable routing above ground or underground, buried or trench. Electrical building locations, tentative sizes and substation. These things electrical can easily locate once they have with them overall plot plan. Then instrument. Location of control room, lab, analyzer house, major cable routing. Okay, instrument will be having the overall plot plan with them. They can easily locate all their control room and other buildings. Same thing is with HSC team. Once they have overall plot plan with them, they can finalize their HSC philosophy and scheme. Okay, escape route layout, safety equipment layout, plant and equipment safety distances. Process department, they can finalize their utility distribution diagrams based on overall plot plan. And for engineering, procurement and construction schedule, they can estimate quantum of work. Okay, so this overall plot plan is a very important document in any of the project because every discipline is getting some information from this. So this was a small discussion on overall plot plan. I'm sure this was useful information captured at one location. So next video we'll start discussion on unit plot plan. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.